all of these I've just done in the last couple of months. This is a beautiful poem from St. John of the Cross, the 15th century mystic. To come to know what you know not, you must go by the way you know not. And it's this very beautiful poem that goes on and on and on that way. So I've got the poem back there, and then the words flying out in the uprooted house. I'm constantly uprooting things. And that, for me, that's like so important to come to know to a place you know not. And the house is always really important. You know that I've been painting houses for years, and my father was an architectural historian, and we spent a lot of time as children going around and looking at houses, and my father pointing out and saying, this is neo-Jacobean, and this and that. So the house is always, but of course it's very symbolic of my own soul, etc. But so I always love to fill houses with, and maybe just let a little something, escape from it. But it's been uprooted, and it's searching for new knowledge, about its own soul. This, I've been doing swings lately. It goes back to a childhood experience of mine. We had a giant swing in our front yard. We had a big front yard and a big catalpa tree, and there was a giant swing, and he used to just swing me on the swing as a child, and it was just, it's a memory it's like somebody was paying attention to me, and somebody was talking to me about things I cared about, beautiful things. Oh my God, these colors are outrageous, and I don't even know where they came from, but there seems to be a lot of joy, and a lot of kind of sweetness in the whole thing. But then I always have to have a little bit of the dark, too. The dark and the light are always really essential. But and it could be, right before a storm or something. I don't know.
But it's okay, because it really, when I saw it, I was like, whoa, that doesn't seem typical. But it was kind of, at the same time, in someone's hands, it might have been like bubblegum, cotton candy kind of thing. But with you, there's always more dimension. And it was kind of, I just thought, how cool to have this kind of flow out of her. This is there too. It doesn't always have to be
the earnest, serious.
Right,
exactly.
Right, yeah.
No, so it was kind of fun, and just to allow myself to do that too was wild, And my rabbit, I've been this rabbit also came from a beautiful experience. I would come home to my house alone, and the place would just be filled with rabbits, and they were just sitting there like looking at me, and there was such an unbelievable vulnerability, but a courage with it all, which I feel like painting has to be about, vulnerability and a courage, and all of a sudden these rabbits were just like, oh my God, they were so symbolic of that, and even just, that look. This painting, I think, has been about 4 different paintings. It has so many layers. There was a very elaborate house here, and I basically kind of covered over everything. The whole history is behind it. It became, this is finally what I wanted it to be. It's kind of much more subtle, and there's kind of all this undercurrent of things going on. The stones could be rising up, or they could be falling down, and these could be, clouds about to open. It's a mystery to me, which is when I'm most excited, when something, reveals itself as a mystery, as something I can't really tell you exactly what it's about.